Welcome back, everyone, to the Game Vault podcast stream. I'm your host, Tom. Joining me, as usual, is Mark.
Hello, everyone.
We are back in Final Fantasy 3/6. We had quite the adventure last episode.
Trying to get this to a save point, essentially.
We just picked up 2 more espers, which should hopefully be helpful. And we're still in the factory here, so.
I think we got Ifrit and Shiva, and then
Yes, Shiva has Osmos,
which will be key for your magic dealers. Because if I remember correctly, Osmos basically allows you to get MP from enemies.
I'm gonna give Locke Ifrit because Stray is kind of... Alright.
Yeah. When I guess we get back on the blackjack, you can you can give the other 2 to the other people.
Okay. Also, thank you, Night Duck and Metal Militia, for the resubs.
Yes, thank you, Metal Militia.
47 months from Night Duck. Thank you very much. That's incredible. I can't believe we've been doing it this long.
Well, we've been doing it longer than that because
Well, 50.
Metal Militia is at 51 months.
Metal Militia is at 51 months, so yeah.
It goes here. There you go.
Goat, how are you, my friend?
Oh, get a game of that.
Hopefully everybody's having a good week. That's a problem. Eating too much is never a good thing. It feels good at the time, and then it never seems to work out.
It depends what you ate too much of, too.
All right, I'm going up a bunch of stairs. I have a feeling I'm going the wrong direction.
Open the door. On the other side, there are stairs. A whole mother load of them, so you're actually going the right way. For whatever this guy wants. You'll find new enemies here. Here. The room you enter after the stairs of infinity contains 5 vacant tubes. So let me know when you get there.
Okay. So I've had a fun week this week. I started hearing little noises in my house.
Nice.
And I came downstairs one night, and I had I was just down here messing around with a guitar or something. All of a sudden, I see something jump into my dog's bed, and I had no idea what it was. It turned out to be either a baby squirrel or chipmunk. 90% sure. I'm 90% sure it was a chipmunk because it was small.
Yeah.
But I had to extract said rodent at like 11:30 at night in the rain. That was fun.
Yeah. I've had my fair share of rodents, but never the chipmunk or squirrel variety. Thank God.
Well, it just kind of like jumped into Penny's bed, and it got cozy, and like it didn't move. like I went over. I was trying to figure out how to get it out. My plan was to pick up the whole bed, and Nicole was like, "Oh, put it in a tote, like a Rubbermaid tote." I was like, "All right, I'll put the whole bed in there and put the top on and take it outside." When I picked the whole bed up, it didn't run away. It didn't try to like attack me. It didn't do anything. It was just like hanging out. Because I put sleeves on and gloves on and make sure I didn't get, attacked. But, it's just kind of just chilling there. By the way, I'm in the Magitech room.
Okay. The bottom left one should have a chest. Do not leave this room, but there should be a chest around here.
Bottom left one.
There may be... No, south, like right there.
Brake blade?
There a chest. Yeah.
Who's that for?
Basically, it doesn't have a special skill, but it gives you... It's a lot of battle power. So whoever needs battle
power. Also, 20 pounds of brisket and 12 racks of ribs sounds delicious. Goat.
Oh, yeah. And that is the stuff that sits with you later. I'd imagine... I would think who you would put it on...
I'm going to put it on Edgar, I think.
Yeah. Basically what it does, it has a move that casts randomly called Break, which is a petrifying spell.
Okay.
So that's really the thing it does. Can you check before you leave the room if you have float on anyone? Probably would be on Lock. Because I think it's a stray.
I don't have it on anybody. I took it off of Lock.
Yeah, just I need to see if you have float.
If I unlocked it on him, you mean?
Yeah.
I did.
Okay. Because the thing says to... at this point, if any of your characters have float, have them cast it on the party. This can be done outside of battle. I guess it's for whatever's in the next room.
Okay.
Oh my god. Everything goat into chat just made me hungry, despite that I just ate.
Yeah, I could definitely go for some barbecue right now.
Baked potatoes, baked beans.
I don't think there's anything else in here. I didn't really see it.
No, there's nothing else. The only things was the break blade and casting float. I think.
All right, everybody's floating.
All right. Go into the next room. Ooh, 3 smokers.
It's a lot of barbecue.
Yeah, all of that is just making me... Oh, I already want it today to be Friday because it was oldest niece's high school graduation, and I just don't want to go to work tomorrow after the long day that today was, emotionally. Smokers and summer weekend barbecue just makes me even more want this to be Friday. What also sucks is that I have next Thursday off because of Juneteenth, so it's going to be another Thursday, which was Friday.
Yeah, I'm going to have to deal with that too.
Only good thing is, I think next year that means that Juneteenth, which I think my boss would still give us even if it stops becoming a necessary holiday, is a Friday. So I think My boss has a weird thing, and I don't know why she decided to start this, but I'm not arguing with her. Is she tries to give us off 1 day per month.
Just like a random day.
Well, if there's a holiday, like,
Oh, okay.
and if not, she finds a day. You know, I think there's only one. I think it's like August is the only day she's kind of.
Oh, good.
figure
A
something
boss
out.
fight. This is why I'm floating, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
I just stole a rune edge. Nice.
Let me see what that is. No, like. Alright. Yeah, Rune Edge is the common weapon to get.
Okay.
Yeah.
So nothing
You
too
already
exciting.
already have the rare weapon, so you got both weapons.
Oh.
The other one is the Flame Saber. which you already
And I already have that. Let's see. Wow, what are we doing? Ifrit.
Hey, just check out, see what Osmos does for,
Celis.
next time you after you cure with her.
I already beat him.
Alright. Well, next opponent.
So yeah, I had that happen, and then this week we had equipment that just got installed in all of our a bunch of our conference rooms decided to take a shit. So I've been dealing with that. I was at work till almost 7 o'clock on Monday, which was fun. And then today, Peyton decided to whack her head on something, and we had to take her to the emergency room.
Awesome.
So it's been a week, let me tell you. All right, there's stuff floating in pods. Can I get them out?
You got a room. Those are espers.
I figured they were.
There's a lever. There's a lever somewhere.
Lever. Let's see. You want to help me, but I haven't long to live. Just as Ifrit did before me, I'll give you my power. What are you doing there? Oh, it's Sid.
There's the Sid.
What's this? So, Esper, magical power can only be truly transferred when one of them passes away. Received magicite. Goat, that's no joke. Are you near St. Louis then? Or in the Midwest out there, I'm guessing? I don't want to dox anybody.
I think he's in Western Pennsylvania.
Professor Sid. General Celis. Who might these dubious characters be? Your troops? Northwest. Okay. Yeah, that's... the tornadoes on the East Coast recently have been ridiculous. I don't understand why we're getting them so much all of a sudden. Can it be true that you came here as a spy seeking to cause an uprising? Sounds like Kefka. Fucker. So that's it. Magicite. Sid, you miserable blockhead. Now, 35 minutes from Lake Erie? Okay. Yeah, I've got family out in Ohio. And we drive through. I drive through Western Pennsylvania all the time. I'm always driving through Pittsburgh. General Celis, the game's over. Bring me those magicite shards. Celis, you deceived me? Of course not. Have a little faith. She has tricked you all. Celis, that's so you. Locke, please believe me. Now. Exterminate all of them. Fucking Celis turned on us. Celis, what are you doing? Stop it.
Yeah, Celis.
Oh, what happened? Why does Sid look like a goof? What is he? I don't know what. It looks like he's wearing a hood. This is a disaster. Your fighting has caused the capsule to rupture. Their contents are spilling out. Quick, over here. So yeah, Goat, I'm a Permane Brothers fan. That's usually my halfway stop. Well, not halfway. It's like 2/3 of the way, and I usually stop there on the way. Kefka has used me. He used the Empire. What have I done? You done goofed, Sid? The life energy of those espers. You've helped me come to a decision. I'm going to talk to the Emperor and have this stupid war stopped.
Okay.
Let's save immediately.
Yep, and then go into your menu because you have all of Celis's equipment.
Okay.
So it says optimize everyone. Like give them their best equipment.
Okay.
And then check out your espers because you got all 6 of those espers. The only one they say to equip is Phantom.
Phantom?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Am I talking to Sid again here? Celis, I've known her since she was a baby. I raised her as if she was my own daughter, but she was forced to become a Magitech Knight. Has done some awful things. If I could only talk to her, I'd apologize for the way her life has turned out. No, it's Kefka. Go. Threw me on the minecart. Oh, God. Oh, that was easy. This is like the worst The worst first-person perspective I've ever seen.
It's Mode 7 cart.
I know, I understand what they're going for here, but it looked terrible.
Yeah, steal from everything. If you get the chance. Because I think these guys are only here.
Got a bolt edge. And a water edge. For 1994, that's pretty incredible, I'll be honest. I got another bolt edge. I gotta start selling these.
Alright, in your 5th battle,
Yeah.
I think it's 5 battles, cast float, or not float, use Phantom,
Yeah.
I think it's Fader, it's called, and then heal up, before killing that person. Because it'll turn you invisible to where they can't hit you, and you can heal with
I think this is my 4th
items.
battle. Hopefully.
Yeah, because you don't get a chance to heal before the boss.
I'll do it now just in case, because I don't remember.
And then heal up with items. So you don't use magic.
Anybody have... Where'd they go? Oh.
Yeah, I would do item.
Trying to figure out why Locke didn't become invisible, but the other two did.
Is he in the front row or anything?
I don't think so. I'll have to try it
That's
again.
weird.
Okay. Yeah, this must be the 5th battle.
That's weird. Oh. Don't really have to worry about it at this point.
There we go. They're all invisible now. Well, they were. And I'm guessing this is the boss? Yep, different music.
Yeah, do try to steal next time Locke comes around. Just to try it. Yeah, you want to.
Yeah, Tempests.
Yes, that is the rare thing.
Good.
The other two have tinctures, if you want to try, if they're not already dead.
Could have used Celis in this freaking fight.
That's the whole point, probably why they don't let you have her. Seem to have really good defense. I don't know if we leveled up a lot more than they were expecting you to in the.
Yeah, I just won pretty easily. We did do a lot of accidental grinding, so there's that. Oop, just knock that dude off. I'm going to use a tent. And then I'm going to save. Found more save points in this episode alone than all of last episode. We're only maybe 20 minutes in. All right, so I continue south or...
I'm looking. Yeah, I think you're just moving forward.
Well, there's up, or there's north or south, so... Oh, that's not good. Locke just got doomed to death.
Nice.
North puts me back in the Magitech factory.
That's not where you want to be. You came from the... How'd you get to that save point? Left or right?
I went
You remember?
north, and right and north.
Yeah, so see what the other side...
So, now that I'm thinking about food, what is your go-to Primanti Brothers sandwich? God damn it, Locke! Stop dying.
Well, it's because he's level 5 something. Because they're casting level 5 Doom.
Oh, I got a new Blitz.
Nice.
Alright, let's use up another freaking tent. Hopefully that revives him. I'm going to guess it doesn't.
Nah.
Oh, it does. Okay, good. Let's see what the blitz is. RLRLXY.
Is that a cure?
Refreshes other... Yeah, it's a cure.
Well, that's the track, it looks like.
Yeah.
So go up and to the right. If not, go north.
Well, north takes me back to the Magitech factory. Pittsburgher with cheese, good choice. I am a pastrami guy myself. I'm trying to heal out, see how this works. It's pretty good.
Stroll into the... Simply run down the rails.
Yeah.
I guess you're going the right way?
Yeah, I'm running down the rails. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
There's Setzer. I'm starting to worry. What's up with Celis? We'll talk later. Let's get out of here. Are we finally getting our airship? Crud, what a mess. I don't think so. You won't get away. Oh boy. Let's not overstay our visit. We're out of here on the double. Speaking of which, maybe we should be leaving. Something horrible's coming. What in the... Oh good, a boss fight. And I don't have anything on Setzer.
You're not supposed to. They give you stuff.
Oh, he's got
Oh.
slot machine mechanics.
By the way, the one on the right healed with fire.
Yep, I saw that.
That might help.
Oh yeah, Pittsburgh room's good too.
I'm making sure I take my sister to Primanti's this time. When we're in Pittsburgh in July.
Yeah, you gotta go, man.
I mean, I went. But
I just got Fire 3'd, so...
awesome. Yeah, It's like 100% what you need.
There we go.
Sellers.
Yep.
That's why they make them get hard.
Edgar learned Yemai. My wife always gets she gets sausage. I'm worried about Terra. Let's return to
Nice.
Zozo. Terra? Who's that? I'll explain on the way about Terra, Espers, the Returners. Yeah, I wish I had 130 minutes for me. Of course, if I did, I'd wait a lot of wait. If I had 130 minutes for me. Look at that, mode 7.
Hell yeah.
I couldn't even tell you the last time I had Permane Brothers. I think the last time I had it, I did the Gold Belly, and I had it sent here. We're all here.
Was it good?
It was delicious. I think it was enough for like 4 sandwiches. Basically, all you had to do was just like heat it up. Hour and a half trip 3 to 4 times a week. Yeah, I mean, if you're close enough, I'd say go for it. Magicite. Father? I remember it all. I was raised in the Espers world. The Esper world. I'm gonna get a monologue here.
Yeah, because it's a story relevant. It's not like, and I told them everything.
Oh, they gave me control. I don't even know what I'm doing here.
Or you just leave. I believe it is a cutscene.
Emergency! Something's coming through the gate. Listen well and think clearly. What will you do? We're gonna return together. Now I'm hungry. Damn it, guys. She's pretty weak. Better let her rest for a moment. The closest thing to Permane Brothers that they have here... Well, I don't even know where you could get them now, but they used to have the fat sandwiches in New Brunswick. But those trucks don't exist. The grease trucks don't exist anymore. Did I hear there was a human here?
Yeah. They have a brick and mortar location.
Do they?
Somewhere up there. Because I went there after one of softball.
You're an Esper? Yeah, Mark would know. Mark, what is your favorite cheesesteak place?
Ooh. I would say it all depends on where you are. If you're going to be in actual South Philly in the city limits and not like on the outside of it, there's two places. There's a place called Angelo's, which is really, really good, but sometimes you have to wait a while for it, or order ahead or whatever. But that's probably the best. And then there's a place called, depending on if you like a little bit of odd stuff in there, not odd as in bad. There's a place called Woodrow's, yeah, that has like chipotle mayo and stuff like that on the cheesesteak with like cherry peppers and things. Yeah, so That one's a really good, unique cheesesteak. But if you end up having to go to any of the tourist locations, even though they're probably piece of shit people, Tony Luke's is probably your best.
I was gonna say
Of
Tony
those in the
Luke's I've
city.
heard is one of the better ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so you can just go. I would avoid Pat's and Geno's at all costs. They are the worst.
Well, yeah,
Of them?
they're tourist traps at this point.
Yeah, yeah. Jim, if you have to go somewhere in Center City area, Jim's is probably your best. They just reopened after a fire.
I think I've had
if you don't mind,
Jim's.
if you don't mind going all the way down into South Philly, like by the river, like down that way, there's a John's Roast Pork. It's probably the best cheesesteak in the city, but it's like really out of your way if you're just coming in as a tourist.
Yeah.
And then your second best cheesesteak is on the opposite end of the city, which is also out of the way if you're coming in as a tourist. Delisandro's. That's up in Roxborough and all, which is like northeast. Yeah, if you just let me know the area you'll be in. And if you don't mind driving, if you're driving and not like flying and using like Ubers and cabs, I would recommend either John's Roast Pork or Delisandro's if you don't mind driving to places.
Mark, are you a sharp provolone guy or are you a regular provolone
No,
guy?
no, I'm a mild provolone. It's the only I've eaten things with it on there. Like I think I can have an Italian hoagie with it on there. I think the meats do a good job of like canceling out the bite of the cheese. But if you put it on anything else, I hate it on roast pork and all that stuff.
I like sharp provolone on a chicken cutlet.
Yeah, that's the other one that people like.
Chicken cutlet and a long hot.
Yeah, long hots. Thumbs up. I almost got a long hot today. Yeah. What I meant was, I know. I know, it's really far for a cheesesteak. My point was being, if you ever get to the city, it really depends on where you are and how you're driving, like how you're moving around the city, where to get cheesesteaks. Yeah, that's really my own advice. I'm not a snob where, the only thing I'm a snob about is no Geno's or Pat's, besides the fact that they're both racist.
You've given her a name. What? It's Tara, not Ben, huh? Humans, the nexus within our world has opened again. The wind's so odd. Yeah, Jersey's got some good cheesesteaks too. Especially near Roxy. There's some good stuff. If you go a little south of where she's at, there's a lot of good stuff. Because south of her is like Philly suburb, basically.
Philly East, yeah. East Philly. Yeah. I 100% say get cheesesteaks from pizza places and not restaurants.
Yep, exactly.
If you're going to go anywhere not Philly. Jen had told me that.
How did I not know that?
Oh, I knew that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Jen had told me like a couple months ago or something, because I think when I was starting Claire Obscura or whatever, I was like, "Oh yeah, Goat's been in my chat," and she's like, "Oh yeah, he's Brian's brother." I was like, "Oh,
I did not
okay."
know that. Good to know.
Yeah, I take everyone at face value here. I don't care if you know anybody I know or anything. I'm just happy you're here.
Yeah.
So I don't ask or pry.
No, yeah. I didn't know that.
Unfortunately, he's my brother. I love it.
Funny.
Yeah. I always say, the last thing I was gonna say about the cheesesteaks. The racist thing about Geno's and Pat's is their food's not good enough for them to be as
terrible as they are.
As they go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody can't pass a purity test, but you have to make something that makes people look past that stuff. Like Chick-fil-A is not good enough to look past their shit.
I like Chick-fil-A.
No, but I'm saying, like, if you're somebody that has to absolutely do purity tests on what you buy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In terms of policy, I'm like, their chicken's not good enough for your morals.
When you were here for the wedding, you ate cheesesteak everywhere.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I think my main number one advice to anybody in the area is never get a cheesesteak at like a PJ's or a Chicky and Pete's or any of that. If you want an actual good cheesesteak and you're not in the heart of Philly, go to a pizza place.
Yeah, you got to go. There's a bunch of places around here. I mean, Lilo's is one I hear. Lilo's is one I hear all the time around here. I think there's a place called Johnny Longhots that's supposed to be really good too. Donkey's Place.
Yeah,
there's a bunch of places.
Those are the places to go. Yeah, the joke is in Philly and in the suburbs is if you walk into the pizza place and they're upset that you walked in, then the food is going to be amazing.
Gaston is a piece of garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, luckily we're kind of spoiled for choice out here for cheesesteak.
And as much as if you want to get anywhere close to a cheesesteak and you're not in Philly, South Jersey, the closest is to go to either a Philly-based restaurant that does it, or the New York chopped cheese is actually a better facsimile than the Wawa cheesesteak.
Wawa cheesesteaks are not great. That's like a last resort for me.
Yeah. I think they use the roast beef or something instead of actual steak, or at least they used to.
It's possible. I mean, Celus's power came at the expense of an Esper. Can't get away with this. We have to strike back. Yeah, Western PA is not great when it comes to that kind of stuff. Pizza and cheesesteak, it's kind of hit or miss. I would.
Yeah, it's more central, but I always point out to my co-workers and stuff, we always joke about the Altoona pizza.
Oh. With the American cheese on it?
Yep.
Oh,
on top of the toppings.
Oh my God, it's so disgusting. All right, we got Tara back, so that's good.
So I guess she would be, if you're putting her in the party.
By all means, take a turn at the wheel.
Oh, wow. Tuna pizza. I'll pass.
And move forward. X button to go amidships. There you can change your party. Purchase items. B button to land. A button to take off.
All right. So, choice is yours. There's a lot of airship exploration to go. We can either save that for next week, or if you want to...
My voice is kind of shot, so...
Yeah. It's a good place to stop.
Yeah.
I was hoping those bosses weren't going to be hard, because I thought we could get through this in an hour.
Can I save in the airship?
I think you got to land. Check, but I think you got to land.
I think I need to land too. I don't think there's a save point in here.
I think that guy right by the door is the shop.
Whoa, it is... There's no... You can't go backwards, so it's that. It's fast. All right, we're going to save, and we're going to call it there for an evening, because now I'm incredibly hungry.
Yeah.
So I need to go eat something.
Yeah, the newest thing I discovered was mustard pizza recently.
Mustard pizza? What?
Yeah, there's a place in like Central Jersey that like puts mustard like in the dough.
That sounds awful.
In the pizza, it's really good because it gives the tang, like not yellow mustard, obviously. Like
well, yeah, I imagine it's Dijon or something, but still, I'm not a big mustard person.
Well, if you don't really love mustard, but it was like it gives it like a tang like to it.
Yeah,
that's pretty.
A little bite to it.
Yeah,
I can see that.
That is a little like change of pace.
Yeah. All right. I think that's going to do it for us this evening. Mark, when are you going to? We're recording tomorrow, right?
Yeah, Podcast Prime tomorrow with the Summer Games Fest recap. And then Saturday should be Trails in the Sky. I have softball, but we should be done by 7. So
sounds good.
I should be home in time. And basically, I'm debating whether to treat that like I was treating Expedition 33, and just playing it if I have time, like on a Sunday or something, just to catch up a little bit.
That's up to you.
But we'll see if I do actually have the time. Because once Death Stranding 2 hits...
Yeah, that's going to be the game, I think, for you, Mark.
Yeah, I can't wait. They showed stuff at that thing, which video is live. I watched the Death Stranding game premiere along with the Xbox showcase, State of Play, Summer Games Fest. All those are up now. Our Expedition 33 spoiler cast should be up this week, either weekend or Monday. I recorded it, and I think I forgot to turn Jonathan up, so I think I got to do a lot of editing to the audio to make him a little louder.
Well,
so it might take me longer.
If you download the Audacity file, you should be able to just boost him, just his track.
Yeah. But I have to. Oh, I didn't do Craig. We were going to try and do it on video, and that got all screwed up. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's easy. Like, we didn't talk over each other a lot, so I'm going to see his his things it's gonna take longer than just a half hour to edit.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so that'll be up, and then I think and then so make sure you play your Tony Hawk 2, which I got to finish up doing some stuff tomorrow before we stream. I learned that I am still awful at Tony Hawk, but I want to try a little bit more before we talk about it.
All right. Well, thank you again, everybody, for hanging out. Thank you for the resubs. We will be recording Podcast Prime tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that next week. And for Mark, I'm Tom, and we will catch you guys in the next one.